Well, hello everybody, and welcome to a little CLC After Dark. Doing a
Ooh.
little Avengers Marvel talk here on this Wednesday as we get ready to watch the Avengers Campus grand opening ceremony out in California Adventure. I am joined by none other than Keels.
Who else would go on stream with you? Just me.
We are getting some first looks already at Avengers Campus. Some complaints already too, of course, because that's what Twitter likes to do. But we won't do that here just yet. I believe the embargo lifted at 10 o'clock, so there's a lot of content pouring in from different sources. But we will soon get our first look at with the grand opening ceremony on the Disney Parks blog in just under 10 minutes.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to see what everything looks like. And also, I'm really impressed that Disneyland was able to turn this around as quickly as they were possibly able to in A Bug's Land, which used to be where the new Avengers Campus resides. There really was only one true show building. So they had to do a lot of quick work, and it really shows that they put some effort into getting this all done in the pandy, unlike everything at Walt Disney World.
I was discussing with some online chatter this earlier today. I was thinking about this because someone else brought it up on, I think, Twitter. I think right now, obviously, we can't, us non-locals can't go until the 15th, but I think given the pricing and everything, I think Disneyland's a better value than Walt Disney World right now.
Oh, absolutely. Basically, a 5-day ticket, park hopper breaks down to what, like, I saw the math. Is it somewhere ridiculous, like between $60 and $80 a day?
Yeah, I want to say it was 80 something. It was right in that range. Yeah.
Yeah, and with everything that there's no benefit of park hopping at Walt Disney World right now because I've been to Disneyland, and up until the pandemic, I was an annual pass holder at Disneyland, and so there was definitely a benefit to attempt to park hop because the space between the two parks is literally the hub at Walt Disney World, at Magic Kingdom. So it's not that big of a walk. It's really, really easy. You don't have to worry about when is this free, terrible Disney bus going to show up and get me where I need to be. And so there are also no hourly restrictions or anything like that on park hopping. It's just assumed that if you're going into one park, you're going into both. And for the fact that it's still cheaper to do that and easier to do it, go back and forth, accomplish exactly what you want to do on any given park day, absolutely. You're still going to have a 100% better experience.
I think later this month, their hours extend so that they're like open from like 8 to 10 to 11, which is more than any Walt Disney World parks open through the rest of, at least park hours are out right now. So, I mean, that's just, you get a better value there too.
Yeah. And then I was looking at I think Universal Orlando will change their hours over July 4th, but I was shocked at both parks closing as early as they did on July 4th. I think 9 or 10 is the latest they're staying open. And by that time, we should be in an even better place where we don't have to do so much social distancing and whatnot. We can keep Disney Springs and City Walk and all that open back until its normal time. City Walk of a 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Disney Springs of, midnight 1. Kimberly in the chat says, hi, Teetz.
Hello. We have some people joining in from a Discord that I am part of. So
awesome. So what are you hoping to see footage of tonight, Teetz?
I think, well, I'm interested. Yeah, we've kind of get some glimpses already on Twitter, but more of the web slingers attraction. I think just like in action we've seen like the ride vehicle and stuff already, but more of what that may look like in action. And then the Spider-Man Stuntronic stuff that they had been teasing previously that was a big deal. It's essentially a free range robot or whatever. It's just because it does gymnastics in the air, but it's supposed to look like Spider-Man.
Oh, that's the thing that we thought that almost looked like the Rocketeer without his pack when we very, very first saw some of the plans. So I think some people, I think Disney fans, we like to believe that everything we see in concept is going to eventually happen. But then just how the world works, you know, science, engineering, all those kind of things, you have to factor those in too. So I'm excited to see that as well. And knowing that it's just like the base level for the thing. It can always be improved on, but every point of technology had to start somewhere. So I'm going to be the Pollyanna out of all. He's already been reading off some of these terrible, terrible, angry tweets about this, which it's from like the same 10 people. So they were going to be angry. Hey, we've got a question from Mark in the chat, and he wants to know thoughts on Space 220 and opening date. We talked about that a little bit on Tuesday on Teetz's Hot Takes. So, Teetz, what do you think about 220? Hey, Casey.
That's like $1 million question. We did see some job postings that they were pulled back down, but I think they're obviously getting closer if those did pop up. But it's really $1 million question of when the whole hospitality industry right now is struggling to hire workers. So it'll be interesting to see when they get that going.
Hey, is it still a patina restaurant?
Yes.
Because there are other patina restaurants that aren't currently open at Epcot. Nine Dragons is patina as well, correct?
I think so. I know, like, because like Viennapoli Patina, and they're open. I don't know what else is. Yeah, Nine Dragons is not open. I'm not sure if there's anything else there.
I want to say Takumi Te may have been at some point, but like, so Viennapoli, that is a restaurant that essentially runs itself. You don't need as much of a back house or a kitchen as you do with something like Nine Dragons, or potentially what the Space 2020 restaurant was going to be. I know I asked Teetz on Teetz's Tuesday Takes, which did he think would open first, Space 220 or the Space Hotel? And what were your thoughts then, and have those changed between then and now?
No, they haven't changed, I don't think, and it's still a toss up. But at this rate, it really could be the Star Wars hotel that opens first, because we hear more about that right now than we do the restaurant.
All right, so we've got about 1 minute and 45 seconds before the Disney Parks Blog show goes on. So what we're going to do here, we're going to show that with just a little bit of the audio. We're going to talk and do feedback. We have so many guys of you in the chat. Here we go. It's a standby. So keep asking questions. Let's join the conversation. Let's have some fun. I was hoping they would do this kind of standby screen earlier and just play some music, which would have been amazing. Here you go. I mean, the production quality of this is basically like our Marvel Mondays.
Yeah, not too far off.
Yeah, I mean, it's real great. Scroll back into the chats. So yeah, everyone say hey if you're in the chat so we can give you a shout out. Again, this is Teetz. I'm Keels. We stream here every Monday on Twitch and YouTube as we review all the latest Marvel news and a Marvel movie of a week as part of our chronological rewatch. So we're happy you guys are all joining us for this. I'm excited. I'm ignoring the haters. Teetz has already bought into all of them.
I'm not buying. I'm just reading them. I'm not buying in.
We may have to do a super chat because Teetz was one of those web slinger hands for the ride. So we may have to, in a future stream, do a super chat so we can make Teetz's dream come true. But here we are. We're just waiting for the production. Thanks, you guys, for joining us. Let's have some fun. I'm gonna have a glass of wine. See, I wore a Marvel shirt tonight. What's your Marvel shirt, Teetz?
No Marvel shirt. I think the only Marvel shirt I actually have is a Captain America shirt.
Here we go.
Welcome, everyone, to the unveiling of Avengers Campus here in Disney California Adventure Park. I am Friday, an advanced artificial intelligence assistant.
Friday's apparently Irish.
Stark, and your virtual host for this evening's event. The grand opening ceremony will begin shortly. In the meantime, Mr. Stark requested that I lead you through a virtual tour of Avengers
Hold up!
and introduce you to some of the team who brought it to life. Avengers Campus is dedicated to discovering, recruiting, and training the next generation of superheroes.
It's me. It's me.
Superheroes
I'm ready.
Invited to team up with the Avengers and their allies to live out their superhero aspirations in this fully immersive land that mixes innovative technology and fun for all ages.
So we know Teetz wants to be Iron
Let me
Man.
show you around a bit. Initiating virtual tour of Avengers Campus.
Tell us, Avenger, who you want to be in the
Michael
chat.
Sherman, creative director with Live Entertainment, and welcome to Avengers Campus.
Raglan Road meets Avengers Campus.
Enter Avengers Campus.
Is there
It's a whole new
dancing?
experience.
Where's
You're going to walk into
maybe
a
the
brand
robot
new place that we've
dances?
never seen before. This is going to
There's
be a
the
place where
guy.
heroes have assembled
R.I.P.
together for us.
My name is Scott Drake, creative executive for the Marvel Global Portfolio.
There's my
Hundreds
girl.
of stories that have unfolded
With her great hair.
Her terrible. You know what? She and I are having the biggest we share roots.
For the first time ever, you get engaged right in the middle of these stories.
No, 6 feet apart.
Avengers Campus is
But-
really telling stories with familiar characters, but brand new
Sorry,
stories
man, you
that
don't
we've never
really
been a part of
make the
before.
list.
Whether it's the local
I think
heroes,
that's probably another thing I'm
cosmic
excited for is the
heroes, or
Doctor
global
Strange
heroes.
thing to see what
We've
that's all
divided
about.
our land into these
Yeah.
themes.
Well, because when I went to Oogie Boogie Bash,
And doorways that
like Loki
really
came and hung out with me in
open
line
amazing,
somewhere, and
extraordinary
I'm
heroes
going to
walk
pretend
through
like it was
the
actually a
We're also gonna get to
Disney
train a lot
Loki and not just some guy
You're gonna get to
dressed
see
up like
some
Loki
really
acting
cool
like
stuff you'll
it,
never be able to see
because we
in
were
person.
in
I'm
like
Dan
right by
Fields,
Guardians of the
Executive
Galaxy.
Creative Director for Disney Live Entertainment at Walt Disney Imagineering. Looming high above the land is the towering citadel of the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, a fan-favorite attraction that opened
Better than
Disney
Tower of
World
Terror.
Adventure in 2017. Tannelir Tavon, aka the Collector, heard through the cosmic grapevine that Earth's mightiest heroes were creating a new campus where they and all of their unique technology would be gathered. So Tavon brought his fortress to Avengers Campus. You can see how it disrupted the ground all around it. You're also not going to want to miss Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Dance-Off.
With every story we told, we knew there could be a translation into the real world. And finally, the beginning of that starts with Avengers Campus.
At Walt Disney Imagineering, we create places. Places with experiences that bring people together and create memories. Every detail, why it's there, why it matters to the larger story. All of us that have worked on it are just excited to welcome you all here to see it.
I feel if like the leaf that says bye at the end of Bug's Life doesn't now say I love you 3000, the whole land is a bust. Now this is I'm going to be disappointed.
Director at Walt Disney Imagineering, and today we are here at Avengers Campus at the Worldwide Engineering Brigade, or WEB for short. This is a brand new Spider-Man adventure, unlike any
I see that
that's
originally campus was supposed to be an acronym too, but I think Disney's kind of gotten off of that one because it was supposed to be campus was all capital and had the period and in between each letter as an acronym. But I see as they've kind of gone along, they got rid of that.
Well, yeah, because acronyms backfire like gonna tap that ass at Hollywood Studios.
This is a technology that's going to let each of us sling webs just like Spider-Man. In front of us here, you can see all of their workbenches that have been set up. Looks like one of Peter's pet projects, the Spider-Bot, is being tested out. Now, the Spider-Bot was designed to be the ultimate robotic sidekick, but he just added a brand new feature that isn't so well tested, where the Spider-Bot is actually able to replicate. When there's too many
Why does this feel a lot like the Star Tours?
So he's going to ask us to get on that web slinger vehicle and not just sling webs in target practice, sling webs to save the campus. Now, as we head down towards the assembly line, this is where we'll pick up our 3D glasses, our Webvision glasses. These Webvision glasses are going to let us interface with the slinger and identify all those spider bots that we need to sling webs to capture. Seems like that self-replicating feature that Peter Parker added has gotten a little bit out of control, and we have a little bit of a spider bot infestation. These guys are all
I hate when
over
that
the place, so
happens.
we're going to need to get in that slinger vehicle and go stop them as they rampage across the entire
I guess I didn't realize that the ride vehicle is like back to back like that.
So we are on the web slinger vehicle.
Like Toy Story
We've got
Midway
our Webvision
Mania.
glasses,
Yeah.
And we have our mission from Spider-Man. I think it's time to sling some webs and stop some spider
So is the
bots.
screen inside, like in your little compartment?
They're all over the Worldwide Engineering
There's no
Brigade,
screen
so
in your
we
ride
just gotta find
vehicle.
them before they can get out.
Okay, so it's just enclosed a little bit. Okay. Gamora!
All right. Well, next time, maybe those
I found
spider
her.
bots get loose and
I need
we'll
for the
go
third
start
movie.
them instead of saving the campus. But I think we did it. I think we're Avengers now.
Sensor data indicates that recruits visiting Avengers Campus should keep an eye on the top of the web facility.
When you enter Avengers Campus, it's a whole new experience. We wanted things to feel spontaneous.
That Captain America looks like the terrible Captain America from Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I was about to say that's not America's ass. Hey, Carol.
Corner, you don't know what bad guys are going to come in and try to wreak havoc. It's exciting and thrilling to kind of turn each corner and see what you might see for the first time. This is the base of the Worldwide Engineering Brigade. On here, you're going to get to see amazing things. We're going to see Spider-Man in ways we've never seen him live before. Obviously, we're going to get to meet Spider-Man like we want to, but we're going to see him crawl up the side of a wall.
How long before this stuff is cut?
Jump off a building and soar 85 feet in the air.
It's equity in California. It may stay a little bit longer than you think.
Transferring signal now to the web supplier store just across from the Worldwide Engineering.
I mean, they're going to turn the rest of them into just meet and
Hi,
greets.
I'm Caroline May, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
the creative director at Walt Disney Imagineering. Today, we're at Web Suppliers, which is where the Worldwide Engineering Brigade is able to showcase some of their latest technology and inventions. Here, they can gear up and train for their next big adventure at Avengers Campus and beyond. The Worldwide Engineering Brigade, or WEB for short, is a group of young teen geniuses that are inspired by the superheroes, and they reverse engineer that technology.
This is how you go get to make your little
just like you
thing.
and me. So here at the Web Open House, you might have met Peter Parker and been introduced to one of his newest inventions, which is the Spider Bot.
You're going to get one of
Here
those
at Web
too.
Suppliers, you can actually find your own Spider Bot and tactical upgrades that you can train and play with. So it was really important for us to create exclusive product to Avengers Campus, and it's all from the voice of the kids of Web, so it's completely in story. What is the type of product that Web would want? What would they create? You'll see it in a lot of the t-shirts, the hats, and even the pins. We have a completely different take on it. The exciting thing about working at Walt Disney Imagineering is every project is completely different. I have really loved working on Avengers Campus because it is such an inspirational story. And so the idea is that we want to make sure that our guests feel empowered to be like superheroes, not just fans of the superheroes.
And the way you become a superhero is buying all of that stuff at a minimum $39.99 a piece.
In just a few moments. The next destination for hungry recruits is PIM Test Kitchen.
I need to see how, are they going to show us how big this $100 sandwich
Disneyland
is?
Resort, and we are here live
Okay.
at PIM Test Kitchen.
Oh, featuring Impossible. It's not going to have any
Ask
real
yourself,
food
what
in
are the
it.
kinds of foods that guests really love? What kind of things can we grow and shrink? What kind of experiments can we offer that will be relevant and familiar? It all started with an iconic food offering, the pretzel. If this was going to be the one thing that guests would see first coming out of the quantum tunnel, how do you turn that into a story of shrinking and growing? Well, you really just had to embrace the idea that it was a pretzel experience. We have the
What?
153 gram Bavarian style pretzel, warm beer cheese sauce, yellow mustard. The pretzel helped inspire
Where are my
the idea
banners?
that you didn't have to overthink it. So we have the not so little chicken
Let's start
sandwich.
typing.
Not
It's
so
a
little
crispy
chicken
pretzel
sandwich.
chicken dressed with 2 different sauces,
This is the one that took us the most time to get it right. And we finally got the chicken to grow just the right size and the bun just to shrink the right size.
I just want to know how they expect you to eat that.
Spoonful. Notice the tiny fork.
With the pretzel?
No, the not so little chicken sandwich, where
With
the
a fork
bun
and a
is
knife.
like this big, and then the chicken is
Have
this
you ever
big.
had a chicken parmesan? It's just like that.
Yeah,
but with a
don't you?
roll
Yeah,
on
I
top of
have.
it.
Remember?
And you couldn't finish that either, so you should be concerned about finishing a regular meal.
The laboratory working.
Also, this will be the first thing that goes away because anyone who's had that bottom fill-up beer at a baseball game, a magnet holds it in place, and the way you have to pick it up, your finger's going to pop it out and the beer is going to go everywhere. This is so dumb had they not been to a baseball game in the last decade.
To the Avengers Campus to open up a shop here. Not only did they
Thank you, Kimberly. Yes, a knife and fork is how you eat that sandwich.
What they're known for. It's referred
And this is another place that Teetz won't ever eat at.
No, but I'm going to look at all the details.
You would actually love shawarma. You would love shawarma.
What we hope to see,
But the name scares you.
Is that amazed look on their face, that big smile, saying to themselves, like, no way, they did it. Look what they did here. This is exactly like what we would have seen through Hank Pym's eyes. And to me, that's the most important thing we're looking for. And of course, when they try the food, they're going to fall in love with it even more.
Okay, so I'm ranking the food slightly higher than that merchandise.
Now entering the ancient sanctum, domain of Dr. Stephen Strange.
Here we go. Now we're getting to some real.
The coolest parts of the land to me. Here, Doctor Strange is going to enter through a portal from the New York Sanctum, and this whole area is going to turn mystical and crazy.
Bring it
You're
on.
going to see things you've never seen before in any Disney park, right in this experience.
Hi, I'm Heidi Rosendahl, and I'm the art director for Theme Finishes here at Avengers Campus. Theme Finishes
Good
everything
job,
that you're
Heidi.
always gonna see within our land.
That looks badass.
Texture, light. The hardest challenge for me was trying to figure out how am I going to incorporate all of the looks that might come inside the film world into the park. The thing I love about the ancient sanctum is the fact that we're challenged with giving you the idea of mysticism and time decay in a static world where our guests can walk 360 all around. We get such an opportunity to create so many different substrates here. We've got old ruined plaster. We've got beautiful ancient bronze. We've got the effects of light.
Oh, this is the old choo-choo train area. Because that's bathrooms.
Really kind of a great combination of ancient versus modern happening here. This is the biggest challenge in terms of representing so many different aesthetics all in one place. That isn't giving you just a carbon copy of what you've seen in the film, but it expands upon it and it makes it find its way into our home here.
This ancient sanctum is a sanctum we haven't seen in any story before. This whole area is filled with a lot of mystical energy. Dr. Strange is going to be here to help us untap those things. He's going to look for the sorcerer within us, see what kind of mystical powers and energies we might have as recruits. I'm in the heart of the campus right now, where behind me, we have the ancient sanctum. All around this area, you're going to see Ant-Man and the Wasp, Black Widow, Black Panther, Captain America. All of our favorite heroes hang out here in the center of the campus. And right where I'm sitting, we're going to meet, for the first time ever in our parks, General Okoye, along with Adore Melage.
Oh, we're supposed to gird our loins, Teetz.
One of the very talented people that helped bring this experience to life. Let's introduce Dina.
Oh, boy.
Warning, Pete.
What's unique about this experience?
So in this experience, it was really important to us that it was authentic and there was a feeling of human-to-human connection, that these Dora who feel larger than life and being a hero like them is achievable. There are traditions and values that they uphold, and if we can maybe incorporate those into our own lives, that we too can be heroes. It will be different with each iteration for the guests. We ask guests questions and give them space to respond authentically. Okoye has these interactions with our guests that will only happen once and will never happen again because it's earnest and in the moment.
Okay, that actually did happen before too, but
new generation of warrior allies. So if the time
I guess you would be standing right outside where you go to meet T'Challa in his little bungalow.
Answer that call to action and really thinking about what does it mean to be an ally, centering the audience interaction, the human-to-human connection, and making.
I guess we all got to work on our poses for photos in Avengers Campus.
Time code indicates the grand opening of Avengers
I've
Campus
been working on all of
is
them.
moments away.
I'm the one wearing this shirt.
As we conclude this virtual tour, Please note that Avengers headquarters is located in the center of the campus.
Oh, yes. All right, you guys, what have you liked so far that you've seen? I like the character interaction and
deliver what we see in the film.
not the bottom-up warrior. Also, I don't like Carol's wig still. They've had plenty of time to fix this. Why she gotta look like that? She has short hair now. Y'all, tell us in the chat what you're most excited about at the new Marvel's Avengers Campus. Don't be shy.
I like how we keep featuring this Quinjet that's supposed to lead to this e-ticket that is going to some point be built maybe 10 years down the road.
And on the second and third level,
I know, Mark. I wanted to see the $100 sandwich too.
Fight against some of the coolest
Maybe
villains you'll ever see. While we get to see heroes walking all around the lower.
Do you think it's going to be like those $100 nachos at Pecos Bills that you have to like make an ADR for?
And extraordinary characters.
I'm sure you can mobile order it.
Overhead, or you may be able to see them walking right past you. You never know what's going to happen here at Avengers.
Well, I don't want to be with like 10 other people eating this $100 sandwich. I got to do it for the gram. How am I going to get clout if everyone can have it?
And this allows us to step right into the action that we've seen unfold on the.
So what is this jet supposed to go to? The Captain America roller coaster?
It's not a roller coaster. It's a flight of passage meets
there's my girl Bree.
Jetpack type attraction.
She's just right over there to my eye. Obviously, it is something that I carried in the film Endgame, and now you get the opportunity to see it up close in the way that I did when we made the film.
And we couldn't be more proud and excited to just welcome you all in to where we've been.
I wonder how she feels about the wig.
She probably hates it. Probably hates it. God, why they gotta do Carol so dirty like that?
I hope you enjoyed this.
They've had an entire pandemic to get some wigs.
New land dedicated to discovering, recruiting, and training the next generation.
Listen, I have an excuse because my hair is real. That is a wig that can be fixed.
Hope to see you in person very soon.
Yeah, as soon as you'll let me in, I'm there. I thought it was gonna be Walt Disney for a second, and Teetz was gonna have an aneurysm.
That's kind of what Howard Stark portrayed.
If he says, "If you can dream it, you can do it," will you stroke out right here on stream?
I might.
To me, it's a dream. A dream that can make this world a better place.
Just because something works doesn't mean that it cannot be improved.
That's your new Black Panther, by the way.
I'm here to talk to you about the Avenger Initiative. There was an idea.
The Avengers like battle music always like makes all the hair on my arms stand up. Gives me goosebumps.
See if they could work together when we needed them to fight the battles that we never could.
How do we do this?
Together. You step out that door. You are an Avenger.
Someone just tweeted, "If you can dream it, you can do it." Howard Stark.
Well, Howard Stark, also Walt Disney, like when Michael Scott from The Office did Gretzky. That's someone that just caught on to my bit because I said it first live. Let's roll the tape back when that tweet come out.
Advanced artificial intelligence assistant created by Tony Stark.
Ugh.
It is my duty to initiate the official opening of Avengers Campus here in Disney California Adventure Park.
What is this? What if this is Pepper Potts just doing an accent?
Welcome, Chairman, Disney Parks Experiences and Products, Josh DeMauro.
Here comes the zaddy.
Everybody's favorite.
Which? Josh, you can undo 2 buttons, my guy. It's nighttime.
He's in a very casual look for an
He's wearing
executive.
Jordans. He can take two buttons, Josh. It's nighttime.
I'm
It's
excited
nighttime.
to see the world returning to some level of normalcy. And I'm thrilled to see so many of our Disney experiences reopen around the world. Just a few weeks ago, we reopened.
That's
the
not even a
Disneyland
real
Resort,
coat.
and
That's like a
tonight, I'm delighted
bomber
to be here
jacket.
for the opening.
That's probably what he wore to
Avengers
Knott's Berry
Campus.
Farm.
Could be.
As you know, the Avengers' mission is to protect the world, and it is our hope that this land will inspire young and old to make.
Oh, it's a collarless jacket.
So tonight,
Zaddy
let's get
status
ready to visit
revoked.
Avengers Campus. Of course, we have assembled some incredible guests to help us do just that. First, please welcome the Chief Executive Officer of the Walt Disney Company, Bob Chapeck.
Oh boy, here we
Here
go.
you go, T! Your guy! Boy, I hope Pepper Potts wrote his script.
He looks like he got a tan recently.
He's really just always an orange.
Good evening. Thanks, Josh. And welcome to this spectacular event. As Josh mentioned, tonight...
Get your hand out
is
your
yet
pocket,
another
Bob.
big milestone
Get in the light, Bob.
in the
You're a little
reopening
dark.
of the Disneyland Resort.
Get your hand out your pocket. Come on. Did your mother teach you not to do
To
that?
Avengers Campus. at
He's not a
Disney
good public
California
speaker.
Adventure.
He's probably, there we go. He's probably holding in there against his leg because he doesn't know what to do with his hands. That's the hardest part of speaking is you don't know what to do with
If you've
your
ever dreamed of
hands.
being a superhero, and who of us hasn't, this is the place for you. Thanks to Bob Weiss, Scott Drake.
I know
John
someone who's
Morrow,
never dreamed of
and
being a
all of our
superhero.
extraordinary Imagineers who
How do
made
you
this
know that?
possible. They have
You dreamed of
once
being
again
Donald Duck.
What's wrong with Donald?
Well, he didn't wear pants, so that's going to get you Me Too'd and thrown in jail.
Ingenuity and creativity firsthand. And they pushed the boundaries of what's possible. And I want to take this opportunity to also congratulate them along with Josh, Ken Potrock, Patrick Finnegan, and our exceptional parks team here at Disney California Adventure. I'd also like to
offer myself as a stylist for Bob Chapeck.
Create what is the first Avengers themed land anywhere
Like,
in the
because
world.
this is really nice for a cocktail hour after a keynote speech, but you could have gone a little bit
Part of the
younger.
magic of Disney is our ability to take
Like,
these
there's no
one-of-a-kind
sequins.
stories and
Wear a
characters
tuxedo
that
pant
we
or
create
something.
and bring them to life.
Yes, he's
Allowing
trying to
fans
appear
not only
cool,
to watch
Kimberly.
the
He's trying to
adventures,
appear cool.
Unfold on screen, but also
He also
experience
never
the
wanted to be a
action for
superhero.
themselves alongside their
Now
favorite
that I
characters.
believe.
Now,
He probably wanted to be Lee
one of the
Iacocca.
most spectacular lands, Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, boy.
Do you even know who that is, Teetz?
Still, no, I don't.
Today we continue to expand our universe with Avengers Campus. This action-packed destination promises to appeal to the superhero in all of us. Here you'll come face to face with Thor, Black Widow, and Black Panther.
I mean, Chapeck
name is
is
T'Challa.
Spider-Man, trained with the Dora
he's
Milaje.
spoken worse. Usually those
Mysteries of the
investor
multiverse
calls,
Doctor
he's
Strange,
not very good at
and
speaking
battle
at those.
evil
So
with the Guardians of
Those
the
are
Galaxy.
different, though. This is
Now,
just
I know it's been a
basic.
tough year from everyone due to the pandemic.
Hey,
but
everyone,
we're all
there was a
looking
D on the
forward
end of that
to
one.
Spending time with family and friends and doing things.
What if he came out with a booze for one of these things?
Avengers Campus is
maybe people would take it more seriously then.
and I can't
If
wait
he came out with one of
for you
these
to see
pin
this
particle
experience.
drinks, he's like, let me finish this bad boy off.
And here to share this moment with
There we
us
go.
is the creative mastermind who brought to life the entire universe of superheroes,
Like-
taking the art of
Kevin Feige?
storytelling and adventure to
Is that
a
Flag
level that's
Daddy?
truly out of this world.
He's the real Zaddy today,
Please help me
not
welcome
Josh, and that
Kevin
bomber
Feige.
jacket, that collarless bomber jacket.
He's got some nice Nikes on.
Look, this is how you dress. I'll tell you what those are.
Thank you, Bob. Hello, everyone. This is
Skinny
this is
jean?
awesome. Holy mackerel! I could not be more excited. to be
Buy that
here
hat for
to help
$39.99 in
officiate
the
Avengers Campus.
Web Slingers
Anyone
gift
who's
shop.
spent any
Oh, I'm
time
sure,
with
yeah.
me knows that I'm a huge, gigantic, colossal fan of all the Disney parks. Visiting the parks is what I did when I was a kid. It's what I do as an adult now with my parents.
He's wearing
and
a
with
polo
my
shirt with a
children.
linen coat.
That's what.
That's
what he always does.
about
He's never a suit guy.
As a fan, I look around here tonight.
But see, you can
and
still
I'm
look
pinching
fun. He's
myself.
wearing skinny jeans and
Because
really
year
great
and a half,
Nikes.
We've walked through this campus numerous times.
I thought for a
It was
second he was
always a
wearing
work in
Zions, but
progress
he's not.
Construction site, which as a fan is cool to see and be a part of. But just like our movies or any of our shows, it's meaningless until an audience sees it. So this campus doesn't truly come alive until the guests are invited inside. And I really can't wait for you to experience what we have in store for you. For one thing, this is the only place in the entire world where you can see a full Quinjet without the help of any visual effects whatsoever. For our films, for our shows, we build these elaborate sets, but they're temporary and they only exist on screen. But here in a Disney theme park, our sets can be permanent. And now at Avengers Campus, all of our fans can walk around and experience these places, engage with the characters, be a part of these stories in real life.
When do people start asking him to take over Star Wars too?
Oh, they already are. Don't worry. They already are.
That was supposed to be a joke. Okay, scratching this one out of the notebook.
And
Don't run that again.
he is actually set to direct a Star Wars film or trilogy. Yeah, he's set to actually enter the Star Wars universe.
Well, didn't his Marvel buddy Favreau do Mandalorian?
Yep.
Costume designers and production designers have worked in lockstep with the Imagineers and the parks team to create so much of what you see here tonight. And these teams have thought through every little detail.
He probably would have
When I
put
say
Star
every
Wars in
little
an
detail,
existing
yes,
planet.
You can go get some shawarma on one of the 2 shawarma carts here in Avengers Campus.
Because shawarma is delicious.
Having been there when we shot that.
It's just
tag
shaved
for
meat and a
Avengers
pita.
1 many years
She
ago
would
that we
love
could
it.
Come here and enjoy shawarma with guests. We feel a huge responsibility at the studio to be stewards of these characters and the worlds they inhabit. And I want to recognize that all of this springs from the legacy of the storytellers who came before us, the great artists and the great writers of the comics. And to Josh and to Bob, everyone involved in Avengers Campus, especially the amazing Imagineers team, thank you. Thank you for making my childhood dreams come true and for giving these stories and characters.
Who are they going to come
permanent
hit that thing to
residence
activate
here at
it?
Disney Park. And I will most likely need to be escorted out at the end of the night so I don't stay here forever. Now it is my pleasure to turn this over to a man who played a key role in Avengers Endgame and someone who will soon be getting back to work filming Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Rudd.
The guy who never ages, literally never ages. This guy is in his 50s.
Hi, wow, this is great. It's so great to see everybody. It's phenomenal to be here in person. I loved being in Hong Kong.
He also smoked a lot of pot before he came on stage.
Now battle. But this is
That's not a lie. You can find it on Google.
This is the entire campus, the Avengers campus. And I'm a little biased, but in my humble
52
opinion,
years old,
I
y'all.
think the best part
52.
is the test kitchen. They really know what I'm talking
Oh, don't worry. They're already talking about Paul on Twitter.
What? That he's hot?
Yep.
He's ageless?
They probably don't know this.
He smokes a lot of
But
weed?
originally,
No,
I
not
had,
that.
I had suggested.
True story. I have
test kitchen.
friend of a friend worked with him in Hollywood, and they all went up to meet up at the Grove. He parks next to him in the parking garage, and he's like, "I'll be out in just a second." And he pops like the hatch, like the door open of his like Honda. This is right after.
Tonight. They wanted to, but they couldn't. However, they did send along some special greetings for the occasion.
And they filmed on Venice Beach. You the man or whatever. Anyway. And it was just like a cloud of smoke comes out of the car, and then he gets out of it.
And I also want to thank all the heroes.
Look, we found Gamora again. No need for Guardians 3.
Thank you so
She's alive, you guys.
Because of you,
She's not green,
you're
though.
able to give us experiences that we never
People
forget.
change.
So thank you.
Big congratulations on this amazing milestone. Wow.
Natasha.
I can't wait to visit Avengers Campus.
Hey, it's Mark Ruffalo, and I'm so excited that the Avengers Campus is opening, and I can't wait to check it out.
To the heroes who made the Avengers Campus, thank you. I cannot wait to see the look on fans' faces when they get to meet the Dora Milaje in real life.
Greetings from Paul Bettany, and congratulations on
You're dead,
Avengers
Vision.
Campus.
Or is he?
We got a whole series about how this version of you is dead.
Every detail
My
of
girl!
this part of the park is going to blow your mind.
I'll see you in the city in a couple
I feel
weeks.
very lucky that I get to live in the Avengers world, and now you get to as well. And I can't wait to hear what you have to say about it.
Hey, everybody up here.
Oh.
There he is.
Hey, yeah. Save me a chicken sandwich. I'm Jon Favreau, the director of Iron Man. And also, if you're under 10 years old, happy Hogan. And it's an honor to be here with all of you this evening. When we made the first Iron Man film back in 2008, we had no idea how it was going to be received by the fans.
That's actually really
Iron Man
true,
ignited
to be
the
honest.
imaginations of fans all around the world. And in the years since, superheroes have continued to expand.
It's kind of crazy how big of a risk Marvel took with all this.
Avengers Campus literally brings
And then
these
how it's
stories to life
grown
and invites
just
you
organically
to begin your own
and
superhero
almost
story.
perfectly the way you and I see it now that we're watching all the movies in a
Tell
row.
everybody you were here first.
Just how
and it's
fully
beautiful.
fleshed out the stories
So now it's
all
with
are.
great
It's
pleasure
so great.
that I get to introduce to you the guy who started all, Iron Man, the Mark 80. Come on out.
Oh.
Now, it'd only be great if he pulled off the helmet and it actually was Robert Downey Jr., but...
Thank you, John. Thank you for coming here, John. It's amazing. Why are you up there? I miss you.
I
miss you.
I went through the wrong door. They tried to hook me up to wires.
It is true what John said. It all started with him. It all started with Iron Man. So it's great they're here tonight. But now that Iron Man has arrived, I would say it's time for the largest team of heroes ever assembled to help us own Avengers.
Okay, so that looks like the real Loki that I saw.
Now, hold on. Has anybody seen Spider-Man? Where's Spider-Man?
Oh, here we go.
Spider-Man, you're needed at Avengers headquarters. The ceremony is underway. Programmed for maximum altitude. Nice trajectory, Spider-Man. According to my calculations, you're only 30 seconds late.
I didn't mind that. I don't want to see it during the daytime, I don't think, but I don't mind it. I think it looks kind of cool.
Now, hold on. As is sometimes the case, there is one more thing. It is truly incredible to see this many superheroes together in one place, but it does feel like somebody's missing. And I think I know who can help us. And fortunately, he's here. From Falcon and Winter Soldier, the real Captain America, Anthony Mackie.
Whatever! That's why I didn't see him at the bar this weekend. Also a guy who dresses cool.
Hey, thanks, everybody. It's really wonderful to be here. I mean, what a ride it's been. I've loved being a part of these movies, and now with Disney Plus, this series. It was an emotional moment for me in the film. It was an emotional moment for me to be in these films. And when Sam Wilson finally became Captain America, it was a moment that was all about the future. A moment where kids of all races can look at Captain America and maybe see a little bit of themselves. I'm so proud to be a part of the cinematic universe and now part of all this. So with that, it is my honor to introduce, for the first time in Avengers Campus, Captain America.
Ooh.
We did it, fam! Okay, that's badass.
That's interesting that they're going with the new cap in this land.
That's real cool.
Now, Captain America belongs in Avengers Campus.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Captain America. Wonderful to have you both here. Thank you so much.
Now that everybody's in place, the time has come to activate Avengers Campus. Friday, will you please initialize the arc reactor and power up Avengers Campus?
Processing data and initializing arc reactor. All systems now online. Activating Avengers Campus in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa. I thought they just blew up that ship they've been talking about for 20 minutes.
Campus is officially activated. We look forward to you visiting and living out your own heroic stories. Thank you, everyone.
Don't worry, Bob. I'm already making plans. I'm going to turn the volume down. I don't think they're going to do anything else. But hey, so let's take the last 15 minutes or so here and just chat about it.
Okay. Shang-Chi.
All right, so that was pretty awesome. I'm excited for it. I don't have a lot of issues that I think the Twitterati were upset about. What are your thoughts? Also, you guys that are still hanging out with us, tell us in the chat what you liked the most. Is there something you're excited? Are you really excited about the new Captain America anchoring this land? Because that immediately shot to the top of my list. And that was something I don't think anybody saw coming.
No, I definitely didn't. No, that was a surprise to me. I did not expect that. I thought they would just go with the old, Avengers, Infinity War saga style Captain America, not the new Captain America.
No, so that's proof that they can keep some things under wraps from people. Because everyone that's talked about everything, nobody even had any inclination, and that's not an easy kind of suit to turn around either for a meet and greet. What were your takeaways, Teetz?
Everything I think that we saw was good. I wasn't disappointed by anything. I'm intrigued. I haven't been to Disneyland at all yet, so I'm excited to hopefully get out there sooner than later. But I don't know if I guess we didn't see a whole ton of the ride just yet. I'm sure there'll be ride through videos that I'll watch because I don't keep anything a secret to myself. I like to spoil it all.
You ruin everything for yourself.
So I'm sure I'll watch that probably right after we're done because I'm sure they're out already. But I don't know. I'm excited to eventually see this in person.
So I think, and now that I'm able to see this and kind of parse out everything that some of the Twitterati were talking about, I see their angst in why there was such an influence on the walk-around characters and the interaction with the characters there on the Marvel campus versus what you were expecting to have in Pandora or even Star Wars land. But the trade-off is characters at Disneyland have always been like that. They don't go meet and greet in a hall. The joy of it is you come across Gaston just walking, or Mary Poppins heading somewhere with Bert and they hold your child's hand to walk somewhere, or you play hopscotch with Alice in Wonderland. That's the beauty. That's been one of the things that separates the Disneyland Resort from Walt Disney World as far as it goes with these kind of special face character interactions. So it's not a surprise to me at all that this is something that they hung their hat on. And I do think we'll see that stick around a little bit longer than we would maybe see it on the East Coast.
Yeah, I definitely I like that they're character heavy in this. Even obviously, like you said, Disneyland does typically do those kind of things, but they didn't do so much of that with Galaxy's Edge on either coast when they were supposed to. So I'm glad that they did do that here with this land.
Yeah, and I also still don't know just how much the rights, even though you own the rights for Star Wars, just the recreation of the persona, and when you have so many different facets that were directed and handled by so many different people, and what they'll allow to be put forth and what character standards and interaction standards they have to meet, that's one thing. But on the flip side, again, at least in Marvel, a lot of them wear masks, full masks, or a specific face covering, so you can get away with a lot, and you can train them to take on that kind of persona. I don't think anyone is watching our stream right now that assumes that's the real Captain Marvel that is out there roaming around, because she for sure would have had her root done by now. She's a woman. But yeah, it's not knowing enough about the Star Wars world. It does seem to me that was a missed opportunity, even to have the white guys that are in your background march around a whole bunch.
They do. I mean, they do in pairs, but yeah, not a whole lot.
But yeah, you could have had. So I think a lot of, or to use, and then they're mad to use the robotics to have that tumbling Spider-Man when they wanted to have like droids roaming around Batu. But let's also face it, this is a theme park that people take pride in peeling paint off the walls of queues. So what do you think they would do to roaming around people? You're not going to spend money on technology that a theme park goer can touch.
Yep.
I mean, that's just the God's honest truth on that one. People can't wait to get into a queue and start peeling away at a sticker or scratching their name in somewhere. And it's not just at Disney World. It's just not at Disneyland. It's at Universal. It's at everywhere. It's just human nature. It's every bathroom you've been to at a really popular place. I thought the Spider-Man flipping through the air looked really cool.
I'm interested to see if that's the only thing they're doing with that, or if there'll be more kind of maybe a little bit longer type stunt show that they do throughout the day.
So I think if it's just one guy that does the Spider-Man pull-up and crawls on the wall, and they use that thing to flip around to give him a break, I think you're going to see it probably, if I had to guess, and don't quote me, as long as his active time isn't longer than 5 to 7 minutes, you may see him every 45 minutes or so. Now it depends, and if there's more than one, it goes down to 30. I imagine to get to 30, you probably have to have 2 or 3, but I can't imagine there's a real stuntman shortage in California right now that would take scale consistent to work.
Yeah.
So that's also the beauty. A lot of these walk around characters, depending on how much their interaction is, Disneyland operates under a completely different entertainment contract than Disney World does. So if they replace maybe what we call Disneyland's versions of the Citizens of Hollywood with these kind of interactive Marvel characters for that, who knows? That could have been what they did to make entertainment. JD, yeah, I agree with you. I think 45 minutes is probably going to be pretty fair. I haven't seen both sides of the building, so you never know if he's going to go from one side and then come back to the other. Yeah. And it's a real great way to reverse it too. But I think it'll stick around if it's a key point. That'd be cool to see. I said it looks really cool at night. I don't know how I'd feel about it in the daytime, but it looks really, really cool at night. Also, wasn't it nice to see fireworks again, you guys? When's the last time you saw fireworks that weren't on your street?
Yeah, it's probably the most fireworks a Disney park has saw since March of last year.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm excited. I think it looks great. This Doctor Strange thing, like that they left it a little bit ambiguous because it seems like something they truly, if they pulled off what I think they wanted to pull off, I don't know that you can truly explain it without ruining some of the creative execution of it. Doctor Who, oh, not Doctor Who, Doctor Strange. Doctor Who is not a Marvel character. Yeah, okay. See, JD's on the same. JD says, I imagine they'll have other shows similar to the Galaxy's Edge character performances in between the stunt shows. That's what I'm thinking too. You really are going to get some of the walk around interaction with them. So the best is this exploring area, and they didn't show us a lot, and that's just what I was talking about. I think they want to keep that just a little bit secret from us on how the whole thing works, because it's more of one of those immersive things where it's like the first time you see it. I don't know. What do you think, Teetz?
Yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know if it's probably the only thing comparable, but maybe Enchanted Tales with Belle, where it's not a meet and greet, but more of a show aspect type thing. So I think that's probably what they're kind of going for here.
Yeah, and the other, you haven't been to this. I'm hoping it's a little bit like that and a little bit like Poseidon's Fury from Universal, which is kind of a walkthrough that has different. Now, Poseidon's Fury takes like 45 minutes, and that's definitely not what this is. But you walk through in groups of different areas that make you feel like you're a part of the historical or the mythological story. So I'm thinking it may be something like that, because we just saw static pictures. Nobody ever moved, and we just saw what it was supposed to look like the funhouse mirror that makes the floor look different and things like that. So I'm optimistic, but I've been optimistic before and completely burned. So any last thoughts? Anyone else in the chat? Things you're excited for, things that you are missing, things you think they need to do in phase 2 for Marvel's Avengers Campus?
I think the big question is when and if phase 2 will actually happen.
You know, the thing is, there is space, and it's really easy to annex this part right left of, if you're facing Guardian of the Galaxy, well, it's the Frozen Theater, but there's right past that used to be where this Alice in Wonderland band played, and going into where the Monsters U ride is and all that. So you could kind of maneuver around it. I don't know what you do about the theater where you put on all your stage shows.
At least the plan prior to this was that where the Quinjet is, the show building would go behind that for the e-ticket attraction, and that's all. There was some WDI offices back there and a parking lot and stuff, and that's what would take over that area.
Okay, I'm trying, because now I need to go look at the map, because now I know exactly where it is. It's the complete opposite of the bathrooms. It's like right, so the Quinjet is right next to where Cars Land is.
Yeah, and and then the Guardians is right next to it.
It's on the left.
Yeah,
left. I'm on the wrong side, so I keep following my card that says to point this way when I'm usually on this side, so I need to point this way. See, pro streamer. I have an arrow I taped to my screen so I know where I'm supposed to point, and I didn't change it because I decided I'd let Teetz host tonight. And since I'm letting Teetz host, Teetz, we've got about a minute left. All you.
Yeah, well, I think we got a lot of what maybe we expected tonight, but a couple surprises too. I definitely did not expect new Captain America. I'm excited definitely to see what this land is all about as we go forward, and it does seem like they will add to it as we go further into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as we already saw with our tease at the end with Shang-Chi, which doesn't come out till later this year. So I'm interested to see what they do there, but overall I thought tonight's little ceremony was worth it and exciting to and I'm sure there's plenty of hot takes going on right now on the internet, but I don't have any at the moment, so that might be a first. But
whoa, that is surprising. So yeah, I'm thrilled. I can't wait to see it in person. I'm a big Marvel fan. Wakanda forever. I can't wait to go, and hopefully I'll get to see it and experience it myself in July. So we're gonna wrap it up here. If you guys are watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. You've been so fun in the chat. Please be sure to hit that red subscribe button and the bell notification. We love to get subscriptions, and you'll never know when we're going to go live with something crazy like this again too. If you're watching on Twitch, also, I appreciate you so much. Hit that purple follow button. And right now, we don't have anything planned again until next Monday for a double feature of both Guardians of the Galaxy movies. But if you subscribe and follow, you'll be sure to never miss another episode of the Crescent Lake Club. We may have to do these Crescent Lake Club After Darks more often. What do you think, Teetz?
it's not a bad idea.
Yeah. So from me, from Teetz, from the rest of the Crescent Lake Club, thank you guys so much for tonight, and we'll see you real soon.